Guys, guys, we're here. This is Life in Times, thing, once again. We're here with a very, very special person. You know what I mean? We're not calling them guests anymore. They're just special people. That's what we're doing. You know what I mean? This person probably got one of the best voices that I've ever heard. It's very, very nostalgic sounding. The music is the same way. It just kind of makes you feel like, for people that was born in the 90s, I guess, you know what I mean? Like waking up on Sundays, you know what I'm saying? It feels like that. Like, you know what I'm saying, guys? This is, just introduce yourself. We about to get into it.
My name is ArmonieJay. And don't forget the J, please. I hate when they forget the J.
Capital J.
All caps.
All caps.
All caps.
Don't forget it.
Yes.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm blessed.
That's what we like to hear, Very bright green today. It's going to be in black and white.
I know, but everybody can't pull this off, so I figured maybe I could.
Oh, that's dead homies?
I like yeah.
Shout out Thirsty, man. Thirsty's supposed to be on the show, too, man. We got to get it, man. That's
Small
funny.
World. What'd I say?
It's tiny.
Connections.
It's
I told them
tiny.
earlier.
Super. So let's get into it. We'll get the mundane stuff out the way. So for anybody that doesn't know where you're from and all of that, let's get that out the way. Where you're from. Let's hear that one.
So I was born in Duarte. That's about, you know where that is?
Yes, I do.
Oh, I love when people know where it is. So I was born out there, and then I moved out here. I was out here for a couple years, and I ended up going to high school and stuff in Palmdale.
No, you didn't.
I did. Don't tell me you know something about some Palmdale.
I went to school in Lancaster.
Oh, that's terrible.
That's crazy as hell.
I graduated from Highland.
Really?
I did not graduate from an LA school.
Wonder.
It's probably a good thing.
No, it's great there.
That I didn't go to high school out here.
It's great there.
Yeah, so then I moved back, and now I'm just, I'm out here.
No wonder
got
we
a little
have
bit of
mutuals,
flavor
too.
from everywhere.
Yeah, no, because that's a lot. From Duarte to Lancaster and back.
And I got family in the IE, like my dad's side all over the IE. So I spent a lot of summers and stuff like that way.
Yeah, no,
So,
your culture is
I'm flavorful.
You might be the most flavorful Californian I've ever met, because that's a lot. That's crazy as hell. Yeah, I didn't know you went to Highland. That's crazy as hell. A lot. So that means that's probably why we have so many mutuals, because I'm starting to notice certain people. I'm like, how do they know who this is? Like,
you never know.
That's probably how I found you, just from that. But you know what I mean.
Connects.
But yeah. So from there, so what was your upbringing like? You just move around a lot, I'm guessing, or
I mean, I wouldn't say I moved around a lot, but I traveled a lot. I traveled a lot. I had a pretty normal upbringing. Okay, I'm about to say this, and you're about to be like this. That's not normal. I have 9 siblings. So I grew up with a big family.
What number are you out of the 9?
I am, I think 7.
Okay, well, I mean, all right. Okay.
No, I'm 6.
Oh, okay. So you're in the middle, kind of, sort of in the.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm 6.
Okay, that is. I mean, hey,
I love it. It was fun.
I bet. I mean, that's a good fit. That's a good support system.
You never
though,
get
too.
bored.
Exactly, it's something new every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nah, but I feel like too. I feel like we've gotten away from that as older. I guess as we've gotten older. But I feel like our parents all have 6 and 7. Siblings and shit like that. So I mean, it kind of makes sense. You know what I mean?
My mom actually has 1 sibling, and my dad has 2.
So
ironic, right?
So maybe they just wanted a big family. Maybe that's what they wanted to do.
Have been the case.
No, I get you. So yeah.
So a lot of siblings.
Oh, I mean,
my
cool.
dad is a pastor now. He started getting into ministry when I was probably I don't know, maybe 8, 9, when I was really young. So I've always known him to be that guy.
Okay.
My mom, regular, special woman. The Beyonce of the family.
There you go. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, pretty simple upbringing. Just all about family and goals. Just trying to reach goals.
Trying to make it make sense.
Yeah, trying to make it make sense. Yeah, exactly.
So I'm guessing. I mean, were you in the church a lot as a kid? Or was it
I was.
Is that where the singing came from?
I don't know where the singing came from.
Because that's
when, not when computers came out, but the internet is not that old.
It's not.
So when I first started getting on the internet, I started Googling lyrics. So in the car, I'm mimicking these R&B artists and things like that. My dad could sing too, so I would love to battle him in the back seat. We'd be singing music so child, I'm in the back screaming my lungs out
winning the battle.
Gonna hear this,
nah. I feel like all pastors can sing though.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a hidden talent.
Right?
They all got it.
And they just spring it on you during the sermon,
all the time.
Little note.
Exactly.
But I had like got into this talent show in like the 3rd grade out of nowhere. I just wanted to do it, and I only knew 2 songs. My first song that I ever learned was "My Girl" by the Temptations.
Okay. Classic.
And the other song was "Mary Jane" by Rick James. That was the other song.
And they let you do the second
No,
one?
I didn't do that one. I did "My Girl." I did "My Girl." I don't know what happened with that talent show, but over the course of time, I just started doing little things like just to sing, just because how it made people feel. And then me going to the studio with my dad, I just used to be like, "That's so cool. He just sitting here in a room singing. Like, that's dope." So
he made gospel music?
no, he had R&B songs first. Yeah,
and then
I'm trying to get that CD.
Man,
I'm working on it.
Figure it out.
But he has gospel songs as well too.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So
he's a great songwriter.
So pretty much all the musical stuff came from your dad's side,
Yeah,
and everything, and it grew into this. No, that's fine. So like, and then from there, you just kind of just kept going with it. Do you write your own stuff, or like, you know?
I started writing about 6 years ago now. So I didn't write when I was younger. I just used to do covers. And
okay.
Like I said, I didn't have vocal training, so I would just mimic artists, just singing all day on YouTube karaoke's.
That kind of makes
songs,
sense.
just singing them all day. So that was my training.
It's very well, cause so you never like, and again I'm gonna reiterate, you never went to like a school class, whatever the thing is for.
Once I got
singing?
to college,
Once you got to college,
I did a little elective. It was fun.
It was fun but you never did like any extensive like, you know, a vocal coach.
Not
like
until
at the crib. You know
not until earlier. Was it early last year or like mid last year? I got with Pops at 1500 or nothing.
Yes.
Yeah, he was doing my vocal training for like 2 months, but that was last year. So
yeah, well,
my whole life I just like been winging it.
No, he said I've been trying it out.
I've been trying to figure out like, oh, okay, that's how you do that. Got it.
I think it's commendable, and I mean, like I said, you have such a distinct, and I mean, it could be part of the editing, but even when you're sitting here, you know, making the little falsetto noises and stuff like that, it sounds.
The editing.
No. I'm saying the editing because like you can double. Nah, because you can like double the voice.
You hear him, Chemo? He said, I don't know if it's the editing.
Shout out to
Tell him it ain't no editing.
Shout out to Chemo. No, I'm saying editing as far as like, I know. I'm saying editing as far as like, cause you could double the voice and things of that nature. But it sounds like the beginning of Moesha. Like you have that type of like, and that's what it reminds me of. Moesha was a great show. You know what I mean?
My best friend's always on my mind.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I did that.
That's what I'm saying. It sounds like, appreciate it. We're gonna just clip that out. It's gonna be the beginning of this one.
Gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta move.
Funk Flex, give us some bars. Bronx. I mean.
Okay, I'm gonna stop.
No, that was hilarious. No, that was perfect. But that's what I'm saying. It just reminds me. It's very nostalgic.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Is that something
I love
that
the 90s?
I mean, man,
early 2000s.
The music was
99 too. I love that era. Like,
is that something that you're going for?
It's not that I'm going for it. I just feel like that's what I am.
That's what you are?
Yeah, like everybody chooses to listen to their type of music. First is, you know, what your family and your parents introduce you to, and then you start seeing, I like this, I don't like that. Between my mom and my dad and the whole family at gatherings and stuff, soulful, Teddy Pendergrass, and from him to Ice Cube, like you get all type of flavors. So I always like that old school hip hop. Especially like female rappers, I like the dominated sound. So when they do that, it's super fire. But when they be like, it's like, I don't like that. It's just my opinion.
No, and everybody is entitled to what they like. You know what I mean? Music is subjective at the end of the day.
There's no problem with it.
Exactly. No, we like it. We're here.
But I love that, like,
very punchy stuff. The whole like, you know, like I always thought like, especially with West Coast music, because I feel like West Coast music has some of the best female rappers. Like just. You know, just like especially
New York.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, as far as like, I mean, because I'm thinking of like the Doggy Style album, and I can't remember the female's name that's on. I noticed I think it's Lil Malik, and I can't remember the woman's name, but that's like what really turned me into listening to a lot of female rappers was that specific verse because it was again, it's dominant, it's up in your face, it's
exactly.
It made it, you know, obviously you're not really listening for gender, but it just made you just be like, oh,
it's up in your face.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
up in your
that.
face.
Yeah.
It makes it work. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, that's why even when I was listening to what you had, your discography and things like that, and seeing that song that I was talking about with your boy, I was like, oh, she's very like she has that up in your face.
Yeah.
She's not using like a more petite voice. She's using her real voice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's it makes sense. You can see the Ice Cube in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, even from there, so like as far
Ice Cube in it.
Man, hey,
that is funny. Chemo taught me that too. Look, shout out to Chemo.
Yeah, come on.
Appreciate you, Chemo.
We all appreciate Chemo. He's a great guy.
He been really, polishing me up.
Yeah, no, I mean, it seems like we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. But so your process, kind of like, so you put out Nova, great album.
Thank you.
Great tape. Definitely listen to it. I really like that the Love Jones song on there.
Do you?
I do.
That was actually the first song I recorded.
It's different. All the songs in there are very different, especially coming from this side of the earth. You know what I'm saying? Like it's, you know what I'm saying? It's very, I don't know. Like I said, it has like a new old flair to it, and I think it's something to say that you are in a lane of your own with this. So that's what I'm saying. So as far as like your process and how that kind of goes, like break it down for us.
I just be in my feelings, And
it's a good word to please.
I'm gonna make it real simple. I be in my feelings. I be in my head a lot. No. So
like,
I don't know,
there,
like
make it make sense.
Just whatever the vibe is, and then the beat, like producers are producers, beat makers and producers. I just want to separate the two.
Break it down for us.
You want me to tell
you? Oh yeah, tell
the
us.
difference is beat makers could do all that, and that's nice.
Yeah,
that you can do that. I can't do that. So
yeah,
you're a great beat maker. You make beats. But a producer comes in and produces you. A producer is someone that says, no, they might not be able to sing that great, but it's always a producer that's like, they could sing a little something. It's like, you do something. They could go in there and say, hit this note like this, or put this melody there. Or, you know what, if I just do this when I'm engineering, they could engineer as well. They could make the beat, and they could also tell you how to sing the song. They could probably write it for you, too. That is a producer.
Yeah. Okay.
Mind you, I'm gonna add that they also play instruments.
All the play instruments as well. I said they're just a jack of all trades. They just didn't get gifted with the voice.
They play instruments. They did the full work to earn that title. So
yeah. So as far as that goes, so you work with both, or you work with a producer?
I work with both.
Okay.
Yeah. Depends on the vibe, but usually, whatever that beat is that just catches me, it just makes me I have a big imagination. I always had, so I try to keep that. As old as I'm getting, halfway to 50.
You're really counting pennies there, aren't you? Fuck yeah.
I just vibe out to the beat, and it just gives me a story that I want to talk about. So it's either I want to talk about love, I want to talk about something sad, I want to talk about money, I want to just talk, SHIT, all the, So yeah, so the producers, they matter. Whoever's making the beat, they matter, because that also creates the vibe of the song. So
no, exactly. And I mean, like I said, I just thought it was the album felt very like, or tape, however you want to call it.
It's EP.
EP. It just felt very free. Like there wasn't a lot. I mean, it was all cohesive music, but it just felt very, day to day. You know what I'm saying?
It was actually.
And it makes sense. You definitely, if that's what you was going for, you got it for sure. But it's, and I just think that's what we miss a lot in nowadays music, that everything, I don't know, feels like it's forced. Like there's a very weird spot in like music right now where everything kind of feels the same. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're definitely adding, some originality to it, which is, which is great,
Thanks.
But I also, since we jumped into the whole, the whole team that you got. Now, you're signed to a very interesting person, and how did that go about? You know what I mean? Kind of break that down too, because there's not
connections.
A lot. Yeah, the connections. No. Yeah, I want to be like a little box, like right here.
Everything's connected.
No, really, it's just curious because, like I said, you're in a position that I can't count on my hands or feet that I've met anyone that's in that
right?
At all, like literally at all. Like we've seen DJs, we've seen other artists, shit, but I've never seen an athlete.
Yeah.
So I mean, what is that like for you? If you're okay talking about it, mind you, I'll cut that out if you don't want to talk about it.
No, you're fine.
But yeah, so cool. Yeah. So what did you?
No, I got connected with Deshaun through our A&R here, Tracy.
Shout out Tracy's name. Wait, is Tracy the?
You know Tracy?
Oh wait, I'm thinking you're talking about Trey. I said he's the A&R.
Oh, Trey.
I said that's hilarious.
Trey is actually my manager.
Shout out to Trey. He's a good guy.
He's like the brother I never asked for.
All connected. Shout out to Trey. I'll just say, I thought his real name was Tracy.
I'm just kidding.
Like, Tracy's not your manager?
No.
Oh, damn! Make Tracy your manager now.
No, Tracy. Tracy is more with Brody, and then Trey has been with me.
Oh, okay.
You know, we're a lot to handle. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing.
She's looking bad.
Suck, yeah.
So.
But yeah, so I connected with Deshaun through him. I met Tracy through me working or whatever, and like I said, I was doing my music thing by myself for a long time, so I'm self-promoting. So videos are up on the TV. If I could play music that day, I'm playing my songs. So when people are coming in, introducing themselves and blah, 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 they're like, oh, I do this. Oh, you manage? Oh, okay. And they like, yeah, my cousin, he played in the NFL, and he got a label, and we looking for a female artist. And I'm like,
surprise.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is my song. Like, please share it. Like, get it out. Exactly. Whatever. That's good for y'all, you know. But over time, stayed in touch, and he just connected the dots for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Hopped on a live with Deshaun's son. He had like people, like a damn talent show.
Hey, everybody was doing that for a while though. That's all right.
Right.
Yeah,
he had a damn talent. It was around COVID too.
Everybody was doing that shit.
A little talent show, whatever. So I wanted a talent show, easy.
Hey, come on.
Easy money. No, I'm just kidding. So after that, talk business, and here we are now.
Yourself.
Yeah.
So like, and what do you mean by that? So you're obviously, like, so you just learned how to record yourself as well,
yeah,
which is great. Shout out to your man
fun.
again. You know what I mean? So like, first we start with that. Like, what made you kind of want to start doing it yourself? Just being more hands-on.
Recording myself. Why did I? I just been bugging him for the last few weeks. Like, I just been up here probably annoying him, just showing up.
Just being here.
Just wanting something. Like, can we just, I don't know why I just started learning. I just in case he's not here, if he has to step out, he just be like, look, I'm going to show you this. Just push this button. It's going to record you.
Yeah.
Like, okay. And then at that point, you want to learn more. Okay, well, how do I do this? How do I separate this? He's always willing to teach me, so I'm always a student.
First,
knowledge is important
at the beginning and end of the day.
I want to learn everything.
You should know. It's just because a lot of people nowadays, people are saying like studios might not even be a thing anymore soon because everybody's just making these hits and things like that out of their bedroom.
Yeah, but I like this vibe. I like being up at a studio.
Yeah, just
like people want to work from home, but some people don't because.
It's at home. Home
is home, where you relax, where you chill with the family, where you sleep, and work is where you go work, and that's all you're supposed to do. So when you combine the two, something might, you might be doing work too much, and now you're forgetting about the home life. Or
are you
too comfortable and now you not working? So
you in a house.
Yeah. Home studios are cool, but I would think they would keep some studios going because it's a different vibe.
Yeah, no, I mean definitely the huge ones and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying like there's just
independent ones.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? But it's like the ones that it's like because I mean a lot of my friends and stuff like that they record themselves and it's like it's interesting. I never see these niggas go to a studio. And then I just read somewhere that someone's like they about to put out a business in the next couple of years because what they were talking about a lot of these hits that are on these billboards now still weren't done in a major studio. You know what I'm saying? Like, or the producer owns the studio and it's like that's his personal studio and it's kind of like one of those situations.
Yeah.
Or like something like this, like it's still outside of the your regular studio spaces.
Right.
But still it's whatever brings the most comfortability though, I think too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you want to be comfortable in a space like this.
Whatever vibe you're going for.
At the end of the day.
How
also,
you feeling today?
Man, you know what I'm saying? But also too, I want to touch on. I don't know if those singles that you dropped came out earlier or before that tape. I don't know. The Pin one and there's another one, the Vibe and the other one, because that one has a video, right?
Yeah. Those are my most recent ones.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that came after Nova.
Jesus Christ, those are great.
Thank you.
And then as far as like the visual stuff goes, like how do you write treatments for them, or like how are you going about kind of like painting your picture for your music?
So I linked up with a company called Blue Lock Productions. And so it's a creative director, videographer, all like just a whole band.
The whole gang.
And so we just been partner up, did Vibing and Chilling and Drop the Pin together. I'm about to shoot another video next weekend. So just partnering up with different people and just getting all our minds together and they'll create the treatment, and I throw my ideas out there and go from there. Just I'm trying to make I'm like when I get these phenomenal budgets and I can be doing like graphics and flying and stuff.
Flying?
Yeah, until
What song you got that you need to be flying?
Come out the top of the roof.
Oh yeah,
on
I
the
get
strings.
you. Oh, I get you. Yeah,
Everybody has to do that.
at least once.
Until I get to that point, though, I just want to have fun. Like I have the freedom to be the artist that I want to be, and it should be like that for your whole career. But like
within reason.
I have freedom
Yeah,
to
exactly.
literally do what I want.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take advantage. So I try not to be too hard on myself with the treatments and stuff, and too like story-ish. Like
Yeah. You don't want it to be just too produced. You still want it to have some human. And,
show my personality and stuff like that. I'm trying to do that more.
Yeah. You gotta have a human element to everything.
Yeah,
you do, right?
My sister was like, you know what you don't show? You don't show your personality a lot. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, you just post like pictures and singing videos, but like that doesn't tell people
who you are.
Yeah, who you are. Which I'm like, dang, no wonder people think I'm probably like mean or something like that.
She's the nicest person I've ever met, guys.
Really
Don't get it wrong. She's a great person. You know what I mean? But I mean, I get it. I mean, I think that's another thing too. I mean, a lot of artists kind of, I wouldn't say struggle with it, but they, a lot of them are, introverts. Really don't want to talk to 20 people. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. But you have to, kind of show that side of you that, you're outgoing. So, or, go live more or something. You know what I'm saying?
That there's, you're like a lot of people out there, and there's a lot of people like you.
Exactly. We're regular people at the end of the day. It's what it's really supposed to, to show. You know what I mean? But I mean, even from that, and I got off track. I meant to keep kind of going with the whole thing that you're doing this music by yourself, because I want to know the earlier part of this before, like, you ended up with Deshaun. So you said, so you were like, were you recording yourself? Were you just in the house? How was that going?
Before getting here?
Yeah.
I used to work at Roscoe's, right? And every Monday, my sister would get my son, and I would go to the studio down the street from here, actually.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Down the street from here, and my friend used to just record me every Monday, but I used to do covers. So he was just recording me do, like, covers of her or something like that. Put them on YouTube. Then I'm like, I want to create my own songs, tell my own stories. Those songs weren't that great. But I did them, and it just went from that, just trying to get in the studio as many times as I can, meeting people, networking, just always, okay, you record, so now I'm recording here, and now I got this place to record, just making those connections.
Yeah, and I
always figured it out.
You have to keep
Sometimes
moving.
I don't know how, but I figured it out.
That's the whole journey of it, though. You gotta have a story to tell and things like that. Why the covers, though? I'm curious. It's just like, were they just to show off the talent, or was it more or less like?
Well, because I wasn't really like songwriting at that point.
They didn't want to have anybody songwrite for you.
Around that time, nobody was like around me trying to do that. I think maybe a year or two into me making music, I did link up with a guy. His name is Maxo, and he called himself Maxo.
Maxo?
Maxo. Okay. Maxo.
It's like 70 niggas named Maxo.
I'm crying.
I'm sorry. There's like 50 niggas named Maxo.
I would link up with him, and he would write, some songs for me. So that was a fun experience. Yeah. But like, I just wasn't running into a lot of people that wanted to do that.
Yeah, no, I get you.
I wasn't running into a lot of people that wanted to work. Playing games.
Yeah, that's
playing with my time. No.
Time is money. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I get you.
But yeah, so I experienced that a little bit. But the covers started when I didn't meet nobody. I just knew the people I grew up with, and I knew this person did, he recorded. Can I come to your studio? Trying to figure it out. Yeah, so I wanted to showcase just talent at that point. You know, like, okay, this is the artist that you guys are listening to. I'm going to try to sing these songs. And then, try to get that type of engagement from that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, because covers blow up and shit like that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, people are always remaking covers. When I was a little girl, that's what I started doing. When the webcams came out, I have filmed, like, home videos from 2000-something, just me sitting there with my little Aeropostale on, singing some Etta James.
Aeropostale's crazy. Aeropostale's crazy as fuck. Yo, we're showing age. We're showing a lot of age here. I don't know what you know.
I'm just being relatable.
No,
but
as
no,
you should be. No, as you should be. No,
I have that video. So ever since that young age, I'm like, well, I see people on YouTube. I knew I wanted to be a singer. I always had I wouldn't call them backup plans. I just like to know. I just feel like I could do everything.
I think that's what a lot of people kind of like misconstrue as far as
they
like
think
if you're trying to do something else, you must not be
I
trying to
hate
give
that saying.
100%. I fucking hate it
They're
too.
setting us up for failure saying that to us when they say, if this is what you really want to do, then you shouldn't have no plan B. What?
No,
That is not like
nah.
be for real.
My thing is this though. I do be for real.
BFFR.
No, man, I'm saying like I mean my thing is this. I've never had like everything that I do is the plan A. I'm like there really ain't no damn plan B as far as like whatever. But I do mad things, so it's like all of these are still.
I want to do all of these.
You know what I'm saying?
And I want them all to succeed.
They're just all grouped into the same plan. Like,
And
you know
they
what I'm saying?
will.
Exactly, But people that kind of like, I mean, but it depends. Because it's like a lot of people that, that we've seen, especially from you, going to school in Pondo, you see everybody now that's either got kids, pregnant, whatever. And I get the whole thing with having kids or something like that. And this shouldn't stop
No
your
excuse.
drive. There's no excuse.
No excuse.
No
I had a
excuse.
baby right out of high school.
I said, you have a kid too, right?
He's 7.
Aw. What's his name?
Vondell Jr.
That's a good name.
Yeah, I call him Chubbs.
Shout out to Chubbs.
Yeah, shout out to Chubbs.
He's doing a great job.
But no excuse. I cannot. I don't have sympathy. Like, I just don't have sympathy for a lot of situations because I went through a lot from childhood up until this very day. No, I'm just kidding. But I have went through all my life. I had to fight.
All my life I've had to fight.
But
fuck, yo.
we all have gone through things at the end of the day. Maybe it's harder for some people to push through, but I can't give people too much sympathy because I walked the stage 2 months pregnant, and that was nobody's decision but mine.
Yeah,
I did what I did, and I made those grown-up decisions, but I made my decisions in life.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't keep blaming my mom. I can't keep blaming my dad for this or blaming this. Oh, you wasn't there at the 6th grade play. No. Accountability for me started at a very young age. Started before I was 18 years old. So there's no excuse. Like, get up and make it happen. I made it happen. I was pregnant working. I worked until I was 9 months. I went to school up until I was 9 months. I was doing both at the same time. Took like a 3-month, 4-month break. Went back to college. And then I started working the following year. I ain't stopped working.
Yeah, exactly.
Since then, I ain't seen a day of sleep.
I'm tired as fuck.
I is tired.
What would you go to school for? Or college for?
I major in psychology. My first major was biological sciences because I wanted to be an OBGYN. I wanted to deliver babies. But then I got that biology class. I was like, I don't really like science that much. Yeah, so it ain't going to work.
Yeah, it's not going to go. It's not going to go.
Plus, I get lightheaded when I be seeing a little too much. Like, my son scratched up his ribs and stuff, falling off the scooter. And I was just like, I'm about to touch it. Like,
I'm about to touch
it. Too much. It's too much. But now I major in psychology.
Because I know you also have your own brand. And, I mean, I don't want to butcher the meaning because it looks like it has a pretty good meaning.
It's a pretty simple meaning.
It's a pretty simple meaning, but you posted something and you posted a couple things and then I did some digging and I was like, I don't know how
I did some digging.
Oh yeah.
I find out you a detective.
Come on, guys, I can't just what I mean. Come here with no ammo. It's crazy.
Right.
You know
that
what I mean?
is crazy. That's insane.
You think so? It's just it seems like I know it's clothing, right? Some of it's clothing.
Yes.
You do
it's clothing. It's apparel.
Yeah, it's apparel, but you also do the massage thing.
Oh yeah.
And then it's it just seemed like it had a lot to do with like kind of like women empowerment as well. It had that type of flair to it to me. So I want you to explain it all for us here. And we'll link everything that she does. Links and things will be in the bio and description, so you can check it out along with her music. So, but yeah, give us the rundown.
So I'm going to school for massage therapy.
Okay.
Hoping to gain more knowledge so I could get into sports therapy. But so far, what I'm learning, I just love, taking care of people, making them feel better any way I can. So I'm going to school for that right now. That's not connected to my brand. I could probably could connect everything.
I feel like I said, well, because the way I read it, and I guess the way I researched it, it seemed like it was just grouped into one.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm the umbrella, ArmonieJay.
Yeah.
And then all my stuff falls under my umbrella.
Yeah.
So I like that I can connect everything.
Yeah.
It all makes sense when I,
when you flesh it out. That's
see what I'm doing. I'm like, wow, okay, that goes into that. And just like me majoring in psychology, right now I'm learning about how to make the body feel better. And then in my other school, I'm learning about how to make the mind feel better.
Yeah.
And I could put those two together.
That's
my brand is Worthy by ArmonieJay. Everybody has worth. And it definitely is, woman empowerment, but I wouldn't even limit it to that because kids are worthy, men are worthy, Don't matter your age. It don't matter the color. Like, everybody's important and everybody is worthy. Nobody has to tell you that. Like, nobody should have to tell you that. But we do.
What we do.
We have to tell the young ones, the girls, the boys. But we also have to help them understand why it's so important that they know what that word even means.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what my brand stands on. It's just, when I see a king or queen with their head down, it's just like, lift it up.
No,
Fix
exactly.
your crown.
All right.
Like, I don't look at it like, okay, it's people here and then here and then here and here. The janitor is going to get the same respect as I would give the CEO of the company.
Yeah.
I know you've seen that saying, but that's how I've always lived my life. And so I've always been humble, and I hated people that lived a little too above themselves, because ain't nobody God but God.
Facts.
So,
No, exactly.
Everybody's worthy and important. More people just need to know that. I thought it was a really important topic to attach myself to.
No, and I mean, I think it is, because it's one of those deep-rooted things where not a lot of people neither feel like they're the worth in themselves.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's kind of a reminder, especially if you wear the reminder, it goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is still one of those things where it's healing you psychologically. So it does, again, fall into the same group. So yeah, no, you got a good thing going. And I mean, I think that's amazing. You know what I mean?
It does all fall into each other.
You know what I mean?
Because it's like, why don't you feel worthy? Oh, because when I was a kid, and told me this, and then so the insecurity, and then you didn't have love, you didn't have affect. It all ties into stuff, It's crazy.
No, I mean, and like I said,
When you think about it,
like I said, it falls right under your, the psychological thing that you're working on and things of that nature too. So I mean, like I said, you have a very, very, very great triangle of things going on, and I think it's all for the better. You know what I'm saying? Like, overall.
Yeah.
Side note, who made this?
I don't know.
Do anybody know who made this?
Do we have the name for? Where's Trey? Do you know who made this, Trey? The mural. His name. Don't be making up no name.
Either way, no, I'm just curious, because I thought you knew, because I was like, this is
I know.
the most
One person
detailed-
though, right? One person?
Yeah, this is for one person to do all this, and I know you guys. I'll take a picture of it and put it on our socials. But like, this just looks fucking insane. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, as far as like the detail on the faces, this is amazing. Like,
Yeah,
wow.
he did his thing.
He went crazy. But either
It's
way,
like, you got to take the wall with you.
I'm not gonna lie. You have to.
If you didn't want this place, you got to take the wall.
Literally.
And be like, I'll put another wall in there for y'all.
Literally, no.
I'm taking my mural.
I mean, this is crazy. Like, I mean,
It's fire. Even the reflection in the trophy.
Oh my God, I didn't even see that. Yo, he went like, this is like, when people are like, this is a work of art. Like, no, this is a work of art. Like, this is art. Like, oh fuck. But either way, but I wanted to kind of end on that high note, just talking about what you had going on and everything. We're definitely going to have you back on here again, but definitely wanted to just kind of go through like a little, show you to the rest of the people and show you, just especially how dope she is. Like I said, all her links and things like that will be in the bio and such and things. But, so as far as new projects, we'll cut all that out until up here. Jesus Christ. As far as new projects go, what are we? I want to hear leaks. I want dates. I want everything.
I don't have any dates. I don't have any dates for anything. But I do. I heard that I did a song with Hit Boy last year.
Okay.
Yeah, he did like this. Him and United Masters collabed.
Oh wow.
And I did this challenge, and so me and these it was like two female rappers. Got on one of his beats, so that should be coming out this year.
Okay, cool.
Hopefully, I'm excited to hear that one.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I went to London in December, so that's another record that I'm hoping comes out. I remixed. It's a songwriter named Max Martin. He wrote for Britney Spears, Backstreet Boys, The Weeknd, all type of people. Yeah. He donated his stems, gave us his stems to remake it, So I got to perform in London.
Wow.
It was really dope. So that's another one, and then just some singles and some visuals. Like, I'm just gonna go crazy.
No tape. You're not getting to eat. Not getting a Nova 2. What are we doing? What's the next EP?
I don't know when I'm gonna drop another EP.
You're holding out.
I just feel like with Nova, and then I dropped the EP. Nova is my second EP.
Yeah.
So the first EP, 22.
Yeah.
Just go show it some love. Like because nobody's talking to me. I don't hear enough people
you know,
talking to me
chatting.
to know like my music is not just for me. I listen to it all the time, but if people want to listen and come vibe with me, let me know what you like the most so we could hear more of that.
Exactly.
So
All right, y'all.
got 2 projects out in singles. Let's eat them up.
Let's eat
them up.
Let's,
And, you know.
let's get the chatter going. Let's get the chatter going,
You
for
know,
real.
let's get it moving.
You know what I
and
mean?
then, but I'm going to drop some singles this year for sure.
That's what we like to hear. So, now, that's a fucking jump the gun. I don't know how the fuck I forgot that shit. But, look, man, again, super dope. Everything about her will be in the description. I really appreciate you making the time to come on the show.
Thanks for having
what
me.
I'm saying? This is definitely something I've been looking forward to since we talked about it in the beginning. And, you know, and like I said, just continue to be great. You're just doing a great job.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
What I'm saying? Any last words now?
You know, I'm just happy to be here. You know, thank you for letting me use your platform to help people get to know me better. You know?
Exactly. That's the whole thing.
Shout out to the Compound Studios.
Mm-hmm.
You can always come back if you need to, you know, enjoy the mural and stuff.
All that. Just fucking, come back and
You know?
hang out with the mirror.
Yeah, just come sit, you know, and read maybe. I don't know.
You know what? It's kind of calm here.
Exactly. That's why I don't leave.
That's it. I wouldn't mind it. You know,
That's why I be up here and I'll be like, well, I'm stuck.
I'm stuck. Can't leave. Gonna stay here forever.
Yeah. But no, thank you for having me.
Hey,
I
no
appreciate
problem,
you.
man. So this has been Life in Times with
ArmonieJay.
Bow.
Can't you see what your love does to me?